Hi, and welcome back to The Rachel Show. This week, we are talking all about how to build a content calendar. Now, this is a training that you're going to want to watch through to the end because by the end, you're going to have a process that will speed things up for you and make it much easier. If you are tired of opening your laptop or grabbing a notebook and not knowing what to write, what to post on social media, what type video to create, what blog post to write, and it takes you a long time because you feel like you've got writer's block or you're just frustrated because you don't know what to do next, then this video is going to help you. As always, I would love it if you would click subscribe, if you would click the little bell so that you're notified when the new videos come each week. I'm here to train you and to teach you and to show you how to grow your business. So join. I would love to have you here. Thank you for watching. So creating a content calendar. This is something that I've done for many years, and it's one of my secret weapons within my business. So I'm a very strategic, data-driven marketer. May not be a term you're familiar with, but within the corporate world, data-driven marketing means we like to look at the numbers and we like to understand the numbers and what they're telling us when we make our decisions. So my strategies are based off things like search volume for keywords. They're based off performance metrics for my website or my clients' websites. They're based off performance metrics for YouTube or social media. So what I like to look at is what's working. So how do you know what's working so that you can figure out what to do with your content calendar? So the first thing that you can do is look at your analytics. So if you have Google Analytics set up on your website, go into Google Analytics and look and see your average time on site. How much time are people spending on your website? Ideally, you want it to be 1 minute or more. So the higher, the better. You also want to look at your bounce rate. Bounce means how many people come to one page and leave. So you want your bounce rate to be as low as possible. 50 to 60 is ideal. If you're lower than that, it's even better. But that 50 to 60 is pretty average. From there, you want to look at your content pages themselves. Which content is getting the most interest? Which ones are having people spend the most time on them? Which ones have the lowest bounce rate? Which ones have the most visits? That's the content that people are the most interested in on your website. So that's how you start to figure out, of all the different blog posts that you're writing, which one do people like the most? Well, you go in and you look at your content drill down. If you're in Google Analytics, that information is found in content drill down. It's in the left side menu. You go into that and you look at page by page, and that'll help you understand what type of content people care about. If you're in YouTube, you can go to YouTube Analytics and you can go into the Creator Studio into your analytics and look at which videos have the longest view, which ones have the most comments, which ones are driving the highest number of subscriptions for your channel, etc. That's going to again show you what content are people the most interested in. So as long as you already have something that's up and running where you are sharing your content, you can look at the analytics to find out what's working and what's not. Same thing with social media. Which posts get the most engagement? Which ones get the most likes? Which ones do people just not care about? So what I want you to look at from there are the themes. What are 3, 4, 5? 4 is really the easiest. So I'm going to teach you the easy way. 4 themes. Which are the 4 themes that people are the most interested in? So for me, they're business building, they're marketing, they're video. People are very interested in video tips. And then email marketing seems to be email marketing or SEO. So we kind of go in those areas. So as you will see from the channel, I talk about business building. I talk about SEO. I talk about marketing in general, and I talk about email marketing. So the reason I do that is those are the subjects that are the most important to my audience. So for you, go through and look and see of the things you've done, which ones are performing the best. What are people the most interested in? If you don't have analytics data to work with, then I want you to think about your ideal customer and the research that you've done. If you're a brand new business and you don't have anybody to help you figure this out, think about that ideal customer. and think about the questions that they have. What are the things that they are the most interested in? What are the things that they need the most help with? Come up with 4. And the reason I recommend 4 is that each month has 4 weeks. So 4 content topics. Get out your calendar, and what you're going to want to do is write down 4 weeks, pick the Monday date, and 1 topic per week. So what is it that you're going to talk about? So go through your 4 ideas, write them down, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I want you to brainstorm on each of those subjects. I want you to brainstorm ideas or topics that you could teach about. So if you're thinking SEO, let's use SEO as an example. If I'm going to brainstorm SEO, I'm going to think about my ideal customer who is either brand new to business and has not built their business yet, or they have a business, they've been in business for a few years, they've seen some success, but they're not sure how to go to the next level. So in either case, they're probably fairly new to SEO and they may not know what it means, and they probably don't know the terminology. So they're not the same level as the ideal customer that I worked with when I was in the agency world, where they were professional marketing teams and they had big budgets and everybody had background in all these different areas. So I teach basics. I start with, what is SEO? What is it? How does it work? I break it down as simple as, how do you rank on Google? How does Google work? What kind of keywords should I choose? Where do I put my keywords? How many times should I use them in a post? All that type of information that somebody who's just learning about SEO needs to know. And I make it easy for them. So, okay, you want to choose a keyword. Here's where you start. Here's how you do the research. Here's the type volume that you want to have, etc. So brainstorm. There are no good ideas. There are no bad ideas when you're doing a content brainstorm. You're just doing a content brainstorm. And it's up to you. You do you. You do what works best for you. Sometimes I'll do a Post-it note thing, and I will just grab a stack of Post-it notes and I will just write ideas and I will run them all down a wall in my office. Sometimes I like that visualization. Sometimes I just sit and I do pen and paper and I just jot ideas. Sometimes I sit and I do it on a Word doc or a Google Doc. Do what works for you. It does not matter how you brainstorm. Just brainstorm. Give yourself quiet time to work on it and come up with all the ideas. And then once you've got your ideas down, then go back through and start to look at them and determine which ones you think are going to be the most useful. Now, if you want to incorporate a little bit of SEO here, what you could do at this point is to start looking for keywords for your blog post, your video, your podcast, etc. So you could start searching like in the Google keyword tool, which is within AdWords. You do have to have an AdWords account to access the Google keyword tool, but you don't actually have to spend any money to use it. So it's free, but you do have to have an account. You do have to put in your credit card information, but you don't ever have to run ads. You can use the Google keyword tool. You can use other tools. There are paid tools like Keywords Everywhere. There's Keyword Toolio. There's a bunch of them. I use Moz because I use Moz for my client reporting. So I use the keyword tools within Moz. And then I also often will use Google Keyword Finder, especially when I'm teaching my students and my clients. So search and see what keywords people are looking for. If you want to take it a step further, a really great way to do it is to use Google suggested search. So go into a new Google search screen and start typing in the topic that you're thinking about. So what do I do for SEO? And then see what Google suggests. So you know how Google gives you that you might be thinking or people also searched? That's information direct from Google that other people are looking for. So there is no better way to find out exactly what people want than Google suggested search. It's one of those amazing tools and it's free, you guys. So go in, find out what they want, and then consider using that for your title, because that's gonna help you from an SEO standpoint. So now you've brainstormed. You've started to go through and done a little bit of keyword research and figured out what your titles are gonna be. Now you're gonna map out your month. I like to plan a quarter at a time. I like to do 12 weeks at a time so that I can stay ahead of things if life gets crazy. And life got crazy this year, let's be real. Having everything planned out saved me on multiple occasions. So what you're going to want to do is get your Excel doc or your Google Doc, however you work. I like Excel. I'm a little old school in that, but I do an Excel spreadsheet 1 quarter at a time. So I put out 3 months. I highlight and color my first month. So I have the month, I have what week it is, and then I have the Monday date. And then I put in what my theme is. So if I have my 4 themes, if I'm doing SEO, I'm doing business building, I'm doing email marketing, and I'm doing marketing strategy in general, each week I'm going to put that in. And then I'm going to pull one of those brainstorm topics into each week. And I've now planned my content for the next month. And then I go through and I do it for month number 2, and I repeat the process for month number 3. And in less than 1 afternoon, I have all my content planned out for the next quarter. And now I know what blog posts I need to write, I know what videos I need to record, I know what social media posts, I know everything. And it makes it so much faster. Because from this point, all I have to do is start writing. So when it's time to write my posts or to write my scripts for my videos, I just look at my master content calendar. July, I'm working on July's posts. Okay, here we go. These are the 3 posts that I need to do this month, or these are the 3 videos that I need to record today. And I get to work. And it speeds up the process so much because you're not stuck wondering what to write. Planning saves you so much time. The next step is batching your content. So actually writing your content or your video scripts or recording your videos, whatever it is, doing them all at once. So I batch anywhere from 1 to 3 months worth of content at a time. I try to, like when I set up the video studio, I don't leave it like this every day. When I set it up and I do my recordings, I try to get through 3 to 6 videos at a time so that I'm ready to go. And then I download them all to the computer, I do my editing, I get them ready to upload to YouTube, and then I don't have to think about them again until the next batch day. So it saves me time and it makes it easier to get other things done. If you are creating your content every single week, it feels like you are always working on content and it can start to feel overwhelming. So learn how to create your content calendar, learn how to batch your content, and it'll make things a whole lot easier for you. If you have questions, just leave me a note in the comments. I'll explain. I'm happy to. If you want to see a screenshot of what I do for my content calendar, I'm happy to show you that as well. Just let me know what I can do to help. If you want a video walkthrough of the content calendar, happy to do it. Just let me know what would help you, what would make a difference, and we'll get you that information. Again, please subscribe. Subscribe to my channel. Like the video, that helps with the algorithm. I know you guys understand the importance of the algorithm liking you and performing well to help spread the word. If you have a friend or another entrepreneur who is trying to figure this stuff out and this video would help them, share it with them, please. Like, this information is out here so that you guys can figure out what to do. If you are just getting ready to build a business and you're not quite sure where to start, you're not sure what to do, grab a copy of the Business Builder's Blueprint or the Business Builder's Guide. It's a free guide that walks you through 5 different types of businesses that you can start without a lot of money, from home, without any sleazy sales tactics, no reaching out to people that you went to high school with about your opportunity, none of that stuff. I don't do that stuff. But get that, and that'll help you figure out what your next steps are, what type business is going to work for you, and then what your next steps are. If you're already flying along and you're doing good and you just need some blog ideas, you need something to help you with your brainstorm, I got you covered. I have a list of 101 blog prompts, all different types of blog content topics, lifestyle blogs, business blogs, etc. So request a copy of that. The link is in the comments. And then if you just really are looking for help on marketing, I have a marketing plan template available for you as well. So request that. If there's another thing that would make a big difference for you and you're not sure where to start, leave me a comment, let me know. I may have something available or I may be able to create something for you. So let me know how I can help you. All right, guys, have a great day. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you soon.